Howdy everyone, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system with my good buddy Hoover the Wonder Pug. Woo, look at him go. We're going to do records today and a chance to go out and get a few records. Come on, sit down, buddy. Got to tell the Hoover story. Some of you have already heard this, but you know, a while back I was saying how Hoover was having a hip deal and didn't know what was going on. Well, it started to get worse, so I took him to the vet. And the vet's feeling this and feeling that and yanking his leg out and doing all that. And she says, I know he's got kneecaps, but I can't find him. Okay? Well, apparently what happens with the toy breeds, and I didn't find this anywhere online, so everybody who subscribes to my videos that has a pug, it's going to be nobody. But if you got a toy breed, anyway, it has to do with toy breeds. Apparently they have ligaments. It's common that the ligaments pull the kneecap in towards the inside. Okay, so it's not the hips, thank God. It's the kneecaps. So we didn't do the X-ray and all that. And she said, you got to keep walking him. I said, oh, I stopped because he just seemed to be, you know, he would flop down, and it was uncomfortable for me to see him do that. No, you got to keep his knee joint juiced up. Anyway, I like my vet. She recommended a glucosamine product. I'm just going to show it to you in case you're interested in what a vet would recommend. That's the brand name right there. Dashu Quinn, something like that. 84 tablets. The vet charged $59. I think you can get them on Amazon like for $49, but I wanted to pick up a bottle of what they would recommend from the vet. Besides, they're nice people. I like to support them. This is for small to medium dogs. It's 4 tablets for 1 tablet a day for 4 weeks, and then you go to a half a tablet. So it's not like breaking the bank, you know. They'll last a long time once you get to that half a tablet a day thing for the rest of his life. Anyway, okay, go ahead. Sometimes I just get caught up looking to see in the viewfinder, like, what's going on in there? You know what's going on in there because you're sitting here doing it. Okay, records. 50 cent day. All these records were 50 cents. Pat Suzuki. She made like 1 or 2 albums. I've got both of them, but it was so clean I had to pick it up for trade. Pat Suzuki. It's not a bad album. This is great. This is this is a spoken word religious sermon. It's local. It's on Artist Records out of Cincinnati. But look at it's like the 8-headed Hydra. The 8-headed Hydra wearing a lab coat, and then there's like a ram, human ram thing, farting out heads or something on the cover, and then there's a guy in some kind of time vortex deal there. I don't know what's going on, but that's the guy. I can't imagine that a guy like that would be screaming and yelling, but you know, I guess it's possible. Anyway, it was fun to get that. This looks like a fun album. It's a Latin album. It's a nice cover. Tito Puente. I keep trying. That's a nice gown on that lady. And that's a nice little dancing outfit that guy's got on there too. This isn't a flamboyant, cheap, tawdry, flamboyant, cheap cover. It's high class all the way. This is an odd record. I don't know if it's odd or not. I'm just saying, on Diplomat, a budget label, it's a prison cover. It's a group called the Lonesome Valley Singers doing Folsom Prison Blues and other chain gang songs. I don't know, just curious. Here's a group that played the Covington Church of God. I watched that church burn to the ground and the steeple go crashing over. They played that church in 1972. The church burned in the 80s, the late 80s. Anyway, it's the Shield Sisters. Here we go. It's a blind gospel singer, Tom Schill. Tom's at one of those covers. There's this whole trend in Private Press Records where everybody had to have their head double exposed over top of themselves again somehow. So there he is, double exposed over top of himself. What does he care? He can't see himself. Here's another religious record. I know that was a cheap shot. Sorry, Hoover. Probably have to cut that out. Oh, that looks really boring. Why would you buy something like that, Manic Mark? Well, Sam Shalter's out of Dallas, Texas. That has nothing to do with why I bought the record. But one of the songs he plays the trumpet on. 4 parts. he records himself 4 times to play A Mighty Fortress. So you had to pick it up. I had to pick it up. For those of you who love accordion music, and I know there's those of you out there who do, Dick Contino is one of the better space-age pop accordion players, okay? And on this album, which I don't have, is a cover of Ebb Tide in Caribbean, Begin the Begun. I should not try to. Right, I know I'm screwing this up. I'm sorry. A nice Louis Prima album, a cover album. He's always so jovial, you know. His pictures are always show him being happy. Oh, here's another one. Oh my God, Manic Mark, that looks horrible. It's the Toronto Mass. I can't believe you'd buy something like that. Well, I always flip these private press covers over and look to see what's on the other side. And in this case, they say the mass settings and hymns blend rock, blues, jazz, and classical forms, and encourage dialogue between singer and the congregation. You just have to pick something like that. Here's another one. Dado. I have no idea. This is not. I know I bought records by this guy before. Isn't it kind of like fusion jazz or something? I won't care for it, but it was 50 cents a day. I picked it up. I probably had this Tony Montola 50-cent day. I picked it up. I'm not sure if I have that or not. I know I have this, but this is one of Gleason's more popular albums or more expensive albums to buy on eBay. If you like mood music, just straightforward, easy listening mood music from the 50s and early 60s, you can hardly go wrong with Jackie Gleason. And some of his covers are really outstanding. This is one of them. Who is Martin O'Neill? I have no idea, but it's on the Elektra label, the early label. Little blue circle down there, that's the early Elektra logo. Probably folk music. I'm a Drifter. Weary Blues, Toy Balloon. I don't know. It's Arthur Lyman's greatest hits. This will be. It's on still Life. He's still playing on Life, but it's just anyway. I don't know. I picked it up, 50 cents. Jesse Crawford, don't care for his albums, but here's a nice cover. You can't pass up a woman in leopard print. It's impossible. It's impossible to pass up a woman in leopard print in real life or on an album cover. I went to the bank today, and one of the women in the back, she was wearing a leopard print skirt. Go on, Manic Mark. Okay, who's Bunky and Jake? I don't know. There they are in the back, cutting up. Never heard of them. Have no idea. The record doesn't look great, but for 50 cents, I had to pick it up. Bunky and Jake. It's their first album. In listening to it, you will find, as we did in recording it, that their talents range from not only their fresh approach as songwriters. I'm boring, Hoover. But their fine musical ability as singers and musicians. We predict that Bunky and Jake, that's right, Bunky and Jake will be considered throughout the music world as one of the leaders of a new independence in music today. Bunky and Jake. Bunky and Jake. And this I couldn't believe. At half-price books. I haven't found anything on the None Such label, and that's a great label. You see that little black square with the lowercase n in it, None Such. They made a lot of avant-garde stuff. Released a lot of avant-garde albums. And in this case, it's percussion music by the New Jersey Percussion Ensemble with Raymond Desroches, director. He does something by Varese, and that's the only artist I know, avant-garde artist I know on here. 5 minutes and 20 seconds, 1931. Ionization by Edgar Varese. That could be good. I think I'll probably feature that, but I'm not sure. Anyway, now for your musical selection. You're getting heavy. Oh my God, I almost forgot the most important part of the whole Hoover story is while I'm sitting in the vet, okay, and the vet's there. She's talking to me. Okay, now see here. This is it. Sorry, I'm boring you. Okay. Remember how everybody leaves the comment that says your dog's fat. He's so fat. He's a fatty, 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 fatty. He's fat. No, he's not fat. The vet said, you've done a real good job of keeping his weight just where it should be. I couldn't believe it. I was so stunned. I thanked her. I said, thank you. Everybody on YouTube, all my YouTube friends, here I wrote down the channel, go and review all 1,000 videos I've got posted and find the comments where people say that Hoover's a fatty, fatty, fatter, fatty, I'm cutting it out. And say, hey, I'm a vet and he's a natural, normal, lovable, chubby weight, okay? The vet said that. I know you think I'm making it up, but I'm not. He's the perfect pug weight. 21 pounds of fatty goodness. Now for the musical selection.